Welcome to our class again, children. And today's topic is about the leaf. Okay, so where does the leaf arises? You know it that leaf arises over the stem and it belongs to the shoot system, isn't it? So you will see this leaf where it has arisen over the stem. You will be seeing different types of leaves in your surroundings, isn't it? So what is this leaf, children? It is a neem leaf, yes. And you can see this is the leaf of grass. Next. I'll show you this leaf. Can you identify what is this leaf? It's a night flowering jasmine, ma. It's a leaf of night flowering jasmine. Hope you might have seen this. And the next one, this one is the leaf of mango. Okay. And the next one, we have already done the experiment with this. This is a tridax leaf. Okay. So when you have seen the different types of leaves now, isn't it? So the shapes, all the shapes, are they same? No, they are different, isn't it? Some are having edges, pointed edges, striated edges. Some are having plain edges like the mango leaf, and it's pointed at the tip, isn't it? And some like a banana leaf, if you see, it's an oval shaped, isn't it? So they are different shapes of the leaves that you see in your surroundings, and that in your areas you might have seen the leaves of different types, isn't it? So now we'll see what are the different parts of the leaf. See here, children, you know that the leaf arises over the stem. This is the base of the stem. Over the base, you can see this stalk-like structure arising over the stem. This is called the leaf base. So the stalk-like structure, so the base of the stem where the leaf arises is called the base of the leaf or leaf base. It is called as the leaf base. Over the leaf base, you can see the leaf arising over it. Is it clear? So this is the leaf, children. You might have seen this structure, and the long vein that arises in the center of the leaf, it's called as midrib. And the other portion, that is the expanded portion, this part, the expanded portion that we have drawn like this, isn't it? So this is the leaf lamina. What is it called as? It's called as lamina of the leaf. Is it clear? The broader part of the leaf or the expanded part of the leaf is called as leaf lamina. And the middle, the center part, the long vein that arises over it, hair-like structure, the long vein that arises, this is called as midrib in the center of the leaf. And the various veins are the hair-like structures that arise over the expanded part of the leaf. These are called as veins and veinlets. What are they called as? Veins and veinlets. Is it clear, children? So, what is this? It's the structure of the leaf. If you see this leaf, you can easily understand what I have drawn here. See here, this is the part of the leaf where it attaches to the stem. This is called the stalk. That is called as petiole. This is called as petiole. What is it called? Petiole. The stalk of the leaf is called as petiole. The area, the base of the part of the leaf where it attaches to the stem. So this is the stem, and the part of the leaf where it attaches to the stem, it is called as leaf base, and the expanded portion of the leaf is called as lamina, or it's also called as leaf blade. What is it called? Lamina or leaf blade. And the long vein that arises from the center of the from the middle of the lamina, that is called as midrib. And the vein, the hair-like structures that arise over the midrib, they are called as veins and veinlets. Especially the structure of the leaf is divided mainly into three parts, that is leaf base, lamina, midrib. First is leaf base, lamina and midrib. The lamina consists of midrib. Okay, so midrib, veins and veinlets. Midrib, veins and veinlets. Is it clear? So this is the stalk of the leaf. This is the leaf base, lamina. Lamina consists of midrib, veinlets. Is it clear? So now we'll see different questions that are asked over this structure of the leaf. If you open the textbook and see the page number 17. Yes, hope to so. Yes, it's 17. And you can see the different questions asked over here. Where is the leaf attached to the stem? Where is the leaf attached to the stem, ma? Where is the leaf attached to the stem? Note it down. The leaf is attached to the leaf base, at the leaf base, to the stem. Leaf is attached to the leaf base at the stem, isn't it? So the part of the stem where the leaf arises, it is called as leaf base. The part of the stem where the leaf arises, it is the part of the, write down, stem where the leaf arises. It is called as leaf base. Next, second question. What is the second question that is asked here? What is the flat portion of the leaf called? What is the, note down, what is the flat portion of the leaf called? So the flat portion of the leaf is called as leaf lamina or leaf blade. It is called as lamina or leaf blade. Lamina, lamina, or it's also called as leaf blade. Is it clear, children? And the next question we'll see here. What do you call the small line-like structures in the flat portion of the leaf? The small line-like structures. What do you call? The third one. Small, what do you call? Small line-like structures. Line-like structures in the leaf lamina or in the leaf. What is it called, ma? Leaf. That is the flat portion of the leaf, we can say about it. The flat portion of the leaf is called lamina. In the flat portion, already I have written in the second question, of the leaf. What are they called as? Answer is, what is the answer for that question? Veins and veinlets. Now we can say that these veins and veinlets form the skeleton for the leaf. So if there are no veins and veinlets or the midrib, veins and veinlets form the skeleton of the leaf, as we have the bones for our body to make our body stand erect and give the shape and support to our body. The veins and veinlets and the midrib gives shape to the leaf. So it forms the skeleton of the leaf, we can say that. So the arrangement of veins and veinlets in the leaf is called as venation. What is it called as, children? It's called as venation. Once again, the arrangement, note it down up to here, children. The answers are completed. Now I'll tell you about the venation. Venation. What is venation? The arrangement of veins and veinlets over the leaf lamina. It may be different for different leaves. You see here, children, some are like this, like network like structure, as in neem, or in this night flowering jasmine, or in the mango. If you see the leaves of the grass, so you can see that they are parallel. The veins are arranged parallelly to one another. They are not like network arrangement as you have seen in the leaf of night flowering jasmine or neem or a mango. Is it clear? So they are arranged in a different manner in these leaves, and these beans are arranged in different manner in the grass. So in the case of the paddy also, if you see, you can see the same arrangement like the structure of the leaf of the grass itself in the paddy also. Paddy, maize, jowar, all these monocots, you can see that the veins are arranged in parallelly to one another. So the arrangement of veins in the leaf lamina is called as venation. What is venation, children? The arrangement of veins and veinlets in the leaf lamina is called as venation. We can see that the venation forms the skeleton of the leaves. It forms the skeleton of the leaf. Hope you have understood, the children now. Next, we'll take up the different types of leaves as it is given in your textbook table number 5, activity 5 ma. Compare the different types of the leaves. Later we will move to the types of venation. Okay, children? Now, before going into the venation, we will see the different types of the leaves. Then you can actually understand what is venation and what are the different types of venation. Okay? Write down this table, ma. See here, children. This is the first one example we have taken as Tridac's leaf. So if you observe the Tridac's leaf, whether it has the leaf base, yes, the part of the leaf base arises from the stem is called leaf base. Yes, it has the leaf base. Note down as yes. And does it have the petiole, the stalk of the leaf? Whether the leaf contains the stalk? Yes, it has the stalk. So the stalk of the leaf is also present. Lamina. The leaf also contains the lamina, the flat portion of the leaf, that is called as lamina. Yes, it also contains the lamina. And the shape of the leaf. See here, children, you can find the striations over the leaf. Expanded, isn't it? The leaf is in the shape, it's toothed and arrow-edged, isn't it? It's toothed and arrow-edged. Completely the striations you can see here. So these are toothed and the edge is arrow. Here the edges are arrow shaped. So you can write the tooth is, the shape of the leaf is toothed and arrow edge. Okay, next the edges of the leaf. How are the edges of the leaf? They are serrated, or you can find the toothed edges also you can write. Toothed edges you can write for this also. Pointed. Toothed or pointed. Okay, about the edges of the leaf. In the similar pattern, you have to write the others also. So, if you see, this is a tulsi leaf. You might have seen in your homes also, the tulsi is familiar. You are familiar with this leaf, isn't it? How is the leaf? Does the leaf contains the leaf base? Yes, it contains the leaf base where it arises over the stem. Petiole. The stalk of the leaf is called petiole. Yes, it contains the petiole. Lamina, the expanded or the flat portion of the leaf is called lamina, and it also contains the lamina, isn't it? And the tulsi contains the round oval shape over here. If you see here at the edge of the tulsi, you can see that round or oval shaped. Round or oval shape. Okay, and the edge. How are the edges of tulsi? It's also serrated or toothed, isn't it? Long and narrow and serrated or toothed, you can write for this also. Toothed. Okay, next, coming to the mango leaf. Where is the mango? Yes, here it is. So if you see this, it also contains the leaf base, petiole and lamina. Yes, so now you see about the shape of the leaf. It is long and narrow, isn't it? It's long and narrow. Right down. Now again, see how its edges are. How the edges are? Sometimes you find the leaves of the mango in crinkled or plain edges. Plain or crinkled with the tip, a pointed tip. Okay. Plain or crinkled. Pointed tip.